I think Red's just recovering from that shot. Thank you. It was interesting listening to Heather and then Rick about the book because I've been doing interviews. I've been feeling kind of envious, actually. I wish I'd written a book that got this kind of coverage. But Berglund, who has been doing publicity, has had me going like a little mouse on a treadmill. But it's been a lot of fun because what you heard Heather Deal do and other people do is they take the book and they open it. These are people interviewing me and start reading about the day they were born, the year they were born, the year they came to this country, the year their parents immigrated here. And I figured out what Chuck has done is given us, history as we understand it, and we understood it from school, are about great men doing great things. And you don't really connect with it. It's like those guys out there. And I think that's why so many kids thought it was George Washington instead of George Vancouver. It's just this white guy pointing, But what Chuck's book does is give us some intimacy with our history. I was on Fanny Kiefer this morning, and she opened it to the year that she came to this country. I was talking to a fellow from 650, Jerry O'Day, and he said he sat down and at the beginning of the Lions game, the Grey Cup. He said, I'm not a sports fan, but I sat down with this book on my lap and the game on the tube, and he said, I sat down at 3:30, which is when the game started. I lifted my head at 6. The game was practically over. I was still reading the book. I started out, when I was born, and I just kept flipping through. So Chuck has really made history intimate. At first I looked at it as a bunch of items columns, but essentially what he's done is very much tell us the truth about our city in a way that conventional history hasn't. I feel very blessed that I was part of this. You can't imagine the uptake from the media. It's just, everyone is in love with this thing. It's accessible, it's just marvelous, it's beautifully produced. We've mentioned Debbie Millwood a couple times. But without Pacific Press, without the archives, without Vancouver Public Library, without the City of Vancouver, without our family putting this thing together for a guy that we love, we wouldn't have his greatest gift. So thank all of you. Thank you.